Yo guys, what is up? This is Nick. We are back on the Pirates franchise with the screen all fixed, so we are at full screen now. Sorry about that issue through the first couple of episodes, but we have it all fixed now, and it is time to take on the Chicago Cubs. So first, we will be going through, like I said, and doing two of the quick manage games, and then we will be taking control of Julio Teheran and facing off against John Lester. So, first game up. Go ahead and simulate all the games. Quick manage. Pirates at the Cubs. And it's raining outside my house right now, so we're actually going to play a game in the rain. The game at the Cubs is going to be in the rain. So Gosselin, okay, so David Freese could play first for Thames. So actually we're going to do this. Thames is going to take a day off. And Mookie is going to take a day off, and Gosselin's going to play second. And that'll move the batting order around. Polanco will move up. McCutchen will move up. That looks like an appropriate batting order. Alright, so let's get this kicked off. Brett Anderson versus Starling Marte in the top of the first, and Marte will lead it off with a double. Bogart's up, and he will pop out. McCutchen up, he strikes out, and Polanco grounds out to waste the leadoff double. Urania will face John Jay to start the game, ground out. Hayward will walk. Bryant will single to bring Rizzo up, who will pop out. Schwarber up, he'll single. Runner thrown out at home, and Jose Urania gets out of the first inning. Josh Harrison up now, and he will ground out. Gosselin up, and he will double. David Freese up, he walks. 2 on, 2 on for Jose Urania, and he will move them to second and third with a sac bunt. Chris Stewart up, he will walk to load the bases for Starling Marte, who will single to drive in a run. Xander Bogaerts up, and he will strike out to end the inning. Pirates up 1-0 over the Cubs. Urania to face Ben Zobrist, who flies out. Contreras grounds out, and he strikes out the pitcher. McCutchen up to face Anderson, and he'll ground out. Polanco singles, and gets caught stealing second. Josh Harrison up, he'll fly out. Jose Urania now to face Addison Russell, the batter in the 9-hole. He'll strike him out. John Jay hits a solo home run off of Jose Urania in the bottom of the third to tie it up. Hayward pops out. Chris Bryant walks again. No, wait, he's singled. Hayward walked the first time. Rizzo singles, 2 on for Kyle Schwarber with 2 outs, and he'll ground out to end the inning. Gosselin up against Anderson, and he'll fly out. Freese flies out, and Urania strikes out. Zobrist up against Urania, a ground out. Contreras on with a single. Anderson strikes out, and Addison Russell grounds into a fielder's choice out. Stewart up against Anderson, and Stewart will ground out. Marte up for the third time, 2 for 2 on the day, and he'll ground out. Bogarts will walk. McCutchen up, and McCutchen will fly out. Jose Urania to face John Jay, and will strike him out this time. Jason Hayward up, he'll walk. Bryant lines out. Rizzo grounds out to end the inning. Gregory Polanco up.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 38, Mike Montgomery.
And Mike Montgomery into the game to face Gregory Polanco, and Polanco will pop out. Harrison up, he'll ground out. Gosselin will strike out, and Jose Urania will stay in the game to face Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber on with a single. Zobrist up, he'll fly out. Contreras singles. And Jose Urania will get to face the pitcher.
The Cubs, number 2, Tommy La Stella.
Tommy La Stella into the game, and he will pop out. Jose Urania trying to get out of the 6th inning will face Addison Russell, and a single from Russell, but a runner thrown out at home, and Jose Urania will get out of the inning. Tommy La Stella will be replaced.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 19, Koji Uehara.
So, Koji Uehara in to face David Freese, and Freese will single. Jose Urania will get pinch hit for by Mookie. I'm going to bring in Coco Crisp, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Coco.
Coming into pinch hit, Coco Crisp.
And Coco Crisp up against Koji, and he'll single 2 on, no outs for Chris Stewart. Stewart sack bunt moves into second and third, and Starling Marte is up. He'll walk to load the bases for Xander Bogaerts, and Bogaerts will single to drive in a run. Andrew McCutchen now up, bases loaded, 1 out, and he'll strike out. Gregory Polanco up, and he'll fly out. Coco Crisp on the mound will get replaced. Bottom of the 7th inning, and we'll go to our 3-headed monster. Bearclaw will check in.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 46, Kyle Bearclaw.
And he will face John Jay, and John Jay will strike out. Hayward will fly out, and Chris Bryant will pop out. Top of the 8th inning, Josh Harrison against Koji Uehara.
Pitching for the Cubs, number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
And Carl Edwards Jr. checks into the game. Josh Harrison will stay in, and double. Phil Gosselin will get pinch hit for Mookie Betts. Actually, no. I'm going to bring in Gift. So Gift and Gopi in to face Carl Edwards.
Number 61.
And he will ground out. David Freese up, and he will get pinch hit for Eric Thames.
First baseman number 7, Eric Thames.
And Thames will walk. Kyle Bearclaw up, and he'll get pinch hit for by Ichiro.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ichiro Suzuki.
And Ichiro will walk. Chris Stewart up, bases loaded, 1 out, and he will hit a sac fly to bring home Josh Harrison. Starling Marte up with 2 outs, and he will ground into a fielder's choice to end the inning. Ichiro on the mound right now at the bottom of the 8th, checking in.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 68, Dylan Betances.
And Dylan Betances will check in to face Anthony Rizzo, and Rizzo will single to get on. Schwarber up, and Anthony Rizzo goes stealing and gets caught. Dylan Betances to face Kyle Schwarber now with 1 down and no one on, and Schwarber will fly out. Zobrist up, and he will fly out. Xander Bogaerts to face Carl. I'm assuming a pitching change is coming.
Pitching for the Cubs, number 52, Justin Grimm.
Justin Grimm checks into the game to face Bogaerts. Bogaerts strikes out. McCutchen up. McCutchen will fly out. And Polanco will ground out. Dylan Betances to face Wilson Contreras. But Roberto Ozuna will check in.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 54, Roberto Osuna.
And Osuna will face Contreras and ground him out. Pinch hitter will be...
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher, Javier Baez.
And Javier Baez grounds out Russell Ozuna to get the save. And he gets it. Pirates beat the Cubs 3-1. Roberto Ozuna, player of the game, 1 inning pitched. No hits, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, and the save. His 2nd save on the season. Jose Urania picks up the win, goes 13 innings with 13 innings. He's pitched now 13 innings with 11 strikeouts, a 2.77 ERA, and a 1.08 WHIP. Koji Uehara takes the loss, going to 0-2 in 6 innings pitched. He's struck out 7. Has a 4.5 ERA and a WHIP of 1.67. So we head into Game 2. Marcus Stroman against Jake Arrieta. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Back at Wrigley Field for Marcus Stroman's 3rd start of the year. Everybody's getting a little bit tired. Josh Harrison's a little tired, but I think we're good. We're good for at least this series, I guess. So I think everything's right. Okay. So, Jake Arrieta, who holds a 4.5 ERA and only 10 innings pitched in his 2 starts, and he's lost both of them, will start it off against Starling Marte, who strikes out. Bogaerts up, he'll fly out, and Mookie Betts on with a double. Thames up against Arrieta, and he'll single. Mookie Betts thrown out at home. Marcus Stroman now will face John Jay. Jay will single. Now Hayward, who flies out. Chris Bryant singles John Jay to 3rd. Rizzo up, and Rizzo out on a sac fly, but the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. Wilson Contreras up, he'll single. Chris Bryant to 3rd, and Marcus Stroman having issues in the 1st inning. Zobrist up, and he'll fly out to end it. Andrew McCutchen now to face Jake Arrieta, and he'll walk Gregory Polanco up, and Polanco will get hit by the pitch. 2 on, no outs, Josh Harrison up, and Josh Harrison will ground into a double play. Andrew McCutchen to third. And now Marcus Stroman up. He'll swing away, and he'll ground out to end the inning. Stroman against Addison Russell. Russell grounds out. Now to the pitcher, he'll fly out. Now Caesar getting to play today for Kyle Schwarber, and he will single. John Jay back up, he'll walk, and Stroman struggling today. Hayward up, he'll single to drive in a run. Chris Bryant up, and Chris Bryant will strike out to end the inning. Chris Stewart up to face Jake Arrieta, and he will double. Starling Marte up, he'll line out. Xander Bogaerts up, he'll fly out. Mookie Betts up, he'll hit a 2-run homer to tie the game at 2. Mookie Betts hits his 4th homer of the year, and we're all tied up at 2. Eric Thames up, he'll ground out to end the inning. Stroman to face Rizzo, he'll strike him out. Contreras up, he'll ground out, and Zobrist will ground out. Stroman starting to settle in a little bit here. Arrieta against McCutchen. McCutchen will line out. Polanco grounds out, and Harrison flies out. Now Stroman back out on the mound to face Addison Russell, who will ground out. The pitcher Arrieta flies out, and Matt Caesar doubles. John Jay up, and Jay will ground out to end the inning. Jake Arrieta gets Marcus Stroman, and Stroman will get on with a single. Chris Stewart up, and he'll strike out. Marte up, he singles. Stroman to second. Bogaerts up, and Bogaerts will fly out, and Stroman actually able to tag up to get to third. Mookie Betts up, and Mookie Betts will ground into a fielder's choice out to end the inning. Jason Hayward up to face Stroman, and he'll walk. Chris Bryant up, and he'll double. Second and third, no outs. Marcus Stroman in trouble again in the top of the 5th. Rizzo up, he'll single to drive in 2 runs, and now it's 4-2 for the Cubs. Contreras up, he'll strike out. Zobrist up, he flies out. Addison Russell singles 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Jake Arrieta up, he'll single to drive in a run. Stroman unable to get the pitcher out, and Caesar up, who will fly out. Jake Arrieta back on the mound to face Eric Thames, and he'll strike him out. McCutchen up, strikes him out, and Polanco flies out. Stroman will see the top of the 6th, will face John Jay, who singles. Hayward up, and he'll ground into a double play to help Stroman out. Chris Bryant will line out, and Jake Arrieta will face Josh Harrison, who pops out. Stroman up, and he will get pinch hit for... let's bring Ichiro in. So, pinch hitter into the game. Is the game gonna... Okay, the game's not gonna introduce Ichiro? Okay. Ichiro's gonna triple with 1 out. Chris Stewart up, and Chris Stewart strikes out. He can't get the sac fly, and Starling Marte is gonna single to bring him home. And bringing it back, 5-3, top of the 7th. Marte is going to steal second. Bogaerts up, and Bogaerts strikes out. Ichiro on the mound, and will get subbed out for... let's bring in Wade LeBlanc.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 42, Wade LeBlanc.
And Wade LeBlanc will face Anthony Rizzo, and Rizzo grounds out. Contreras up, he'll strike out. Zobrist up, he'll single, and that will be it for Wade LeBlanc.
Now
Juan
pitching for the
Nicasio.
Pirates, number 42, Juan Nicasio.
And Juan Nicasio into the game to face Addison Russell, who will ground out to end the inning. Jake Arrieta is still in the game, will face
Your
Mookie
attention,
Betts.
please.
Oh, never mind.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 42, Hector Rondon.
Hector Rondon to face Mookie Betts, and Mookie Betts will pop out. Thames up, and Thames will ground out. McCutchen up, he'll fly out to end the inning. Juan Nicasio will stay in the game to face whoever the pinch hitter is. No, he won't. Bring in
Now
Rivero.
pitching for the Pirates, number 42, Felipe Rivero.
And so Felipe Rivero checks into the game to face Schwarber. He'll strike him out. He'll get Caesar to ground out, and then John Jay doubles. Hayward up, and Rivero strikes him out. Gregory Polanco will face the new pitcher in the top of the 9th, where the Pirates will try to get a last-second
Your
rally.
attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 42, Wade Davis.
And Wade Davis into the game to face Polanco, and Polanco grounds out. Harrison up. Harrison will ground out. And Coco Crisp will check in. Okay, I guess they're just not announcing batters anymore. So Coco Crisp, 2 outs. He's up, and he will fly out to end the game. And John Jay, player of the game, 3 for 4, a run, a double, and a walk. Jake Arrieta picks up his first win of the game, or of the season. Wade Davis picks up his 5th save already, and Marcus Stroman takes his first loss. He's now pitched 19 1/3 inning, 15 strikeouts, a 3.72 ERA, and a 1.45 WHIP. So we move on to Julio Teheran, posting a .55 ERA and 23 strikeouts and 16 1/3 innings pitched. He will take on John Lester, who's 1-1 with 13 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, and a 3.46 ERA. So, like I said, in honor of the rain today, we're going to play in some rain, since it's raining outside my house right now. So Julio Teheran will take the mound. Do I want to give Josh Harrison the day off? I'm going to give Josh Harrison the day off. And let David Freese get to play. With this, I'm going to move Chris Stewart up. Chris Stewart's going to get to bat up today. Actually, no, I want him to bat down so he gets less at bats. Might be time to send Coco Crisp back down to the minors. I might just do it with Gift. If I send Gift down to the minors, I can bring up that catcher to make a couple of spot starts for Chris Stewart to give him a couple of days off. So the Pirates are tied for the Brewers atop the NL Central. The Cubs sit in second to last, and the Cardinals just a half a game behind the Pirates and the Brewers. The Reds 4-9, kind of turned it around. When we met up with them, they were 0-7 at a point. The league leaders, Mookie Betts has 5 stolen bases. Hernan Perez leads the league with 6. Alright, so at a rainy day at Wrigley, the 7-4 Pirates will meet the 5-6 Cubs. So John Lester, who's made 2 starts on the year, holds a 1 even whip. He has 2 walks on the year, 12 strikeouts and 11 hits. And he will face Starling Marte.
Center fielder, Starling Marte.
Marte with a .372 average so far, and he'll hold up to take ball 1. Actually, didn't mean to hit the X button there. I was getting my hand set up on my controller and I accidentally pressed it. And through the gap, and Marte will be on with a single. Why is auto base running on? Dude, it's still on from...
Batting second, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Okay, so I turned off the stupid... I turned off the auto base running. And Marte in with a steal of second. I turned auto base running off, obviously, at the very beginning when I did this, and then my settings got reset, and I turned it off again. I don't know if they got reset again. We'll see when I pitch, I guess, if they got completely reset again. And Bogarts is going to fly out. But we'll get the tag up and head to third with Marte. So Bogarts moves him, and now Mookie.
Second baseman, Mookie Betts.
And Mookie Betts will have a chance to bring him home. Take a little bit of a lead here. I'm stealing on John Lester. And Mookie Betts is going to drive one, and it is gone! Mookie Betts' 5th homer of the year. He's going to drive home Starling Marte, and the Pirates will take a 2-0 lead on John Lester. Mookie Betts' 5th homer of the year in only the 12th game. A 410-foot homer in the rain. Like I said, I know how to hit with Mookie. I was hitting like 600 with him in my other series. that I was, or not my other series, but my other, when I was like trying to figure out the controls of the game and stuff like that, and just trying to practice before I started a series, I was killing it with Mookie.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
And McCutcheon swings through. Yeah, my thing got like messed up because this isn't the camera angle that I want. I will play with this camera angle for this game, but I need to get a chance to base run. Let me get a single here, Lester.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Eric Tim.
Alright, so Tame's in to face Lester. I would normally steal with McCutcheon here against Lester, but I'm not going to. I don't know if Lester's traits like... And that's not going to do it. Get back. Go back. There we go. Auto base running got turned off. Okay, good. I just needed that to happen.
Batting sixth, the left fielder number 25, Gregory Polanco.
And McCutcheon in with the steal. As long as this keeps working on John Lester, I'm going to keep stealing. Like, it works in real life. It's a thing in real life. Should be a thing in the game. And Polanco going to fly out. Or is it going to get out? Oh, no. He's going to get in with a double. It's not an out. I thought for sure that was going to be an out, a fly out, but it caromed off the wall, and Polanco gets a double.
Seven, third baseman, David Freese.
My plan is to hit about half the at-bats with Freese, and then sub in Goslin for him. That's low. Ooh, barely low. I might try to steal third with Polanco here. I could see Zobrist running over. That's not how you're going to catch me. I'm not going to take it there. I thought about stealing it, but... I swung at it. It could have been 3-0 and I swung at it. Man, that pisses me off. I somehow have put up 3 runs and have faced 13 pitches. And David Freese is going to drive one, but it's going to be a fly out. An auto base running turn back. I got to remember after this episode to turn it off. But Mookie Betts gets us started with a 2-run homer. And then Gregory Polanco brought home Andrew McCutcheon on a double that I thought for sure was just going to be a routine flyout. He probably could have been a triple. But here comes Julio Teheran, who in his last start almost completed a perfect game. But will have a much tougher task today against the Cubs.
Center fielder, Sean Shea.
Jay is 1 for 9 against Julio Teheran for his career. And Teheran throws one outside for ball 1. Try to mix in different pitches today with Julio Teheran. Even ones he's not super confident in. But Julio Teheran may find his way to the #1 spot if he keeps pitching like this. Let's throw him a slider. And he'll take it. And a routine ground out to start the game for Julio Teheran. Bogarts over to Thames, and John Jay is out.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And Jason Hayward not batting well this year. Again, .195. I think he's batting all right in real life. I think he's batting better than he did last year. He's been homering a decent amount. Oh, let's throw this slider in there. Oh, got him looking. Hayward down on strikes.
Batting third baseman, Chris Ryan.
And probably the most dangerous bat in the Cubs lineup, arguably with him and Rizzo. Probably for Julio Teheran, it's Rizzo, not Bryant, but they're both equally dangerous. And 2 quick balls to Chris Bryant. I'm not too concerned about walking Bryant and Rizzo. I just don't want to leave that ball that I just left right dead middle of the plate. Got lucky on a foul ball. And got him swinging on that one. Count 2-2. We're going to go with a fastball up and in. And he took it. Great plate discipline there from Bryant. And he'll take that one to walk. A little bit off on those last 2 fastballs, and Chris Bryant takes advantage. And the Cubs working Julio Teheran's pitch count early. And a foul ball from Anthony Rizzo. Let's throw a changeup. And in there for a strike. 1-2 to Rizzo. We're going to throw him a slider. And it wasn't a very good slider. And Rizzo will fly out to end the inning. So Julio Teheran gets out of the first inning, gives up a walk to Chris Bryant, but then gets a fly out from Rizzo to end the inning. So Teheran will lead off the bottom of the the top of the second. Then it'll be Stewart and back to the top of the lineup in Marte. Julio Teheran batting .333.
The Pirates, the pitcher number 49, Julio Teheran.
And Teheran late on the swing. Way late on the swing. And Teheran will ground out to start the top of the second. Shortstop Addison Russell to Anthony Rizzo. And Stewart up, batting .296. Very, very happy with the .296 batting average that Chris Stewart has. And he'll foul the first one off. And Stewart with a high fly ball, and it's going to be a fly out to, I believe, Jason Hayward.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
And Marte up. Foul bunt. I was going to try to bunt and get on. Brian, I think, would have thrown me out. I think he was coming fast enough. And Marte will drive this one into the gap. And he'll race for second. And he's on his way to third. And Marte in with a triple.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
And Marte a double and a home run away from the cycle in just 2 at-bats in 2 innings. And Bogaerts now will try to bring him home. And Bogaerts will fly out to Jason Hayward to end the inning. And we're back to auto base running for some dumb reason. And John Lester gets out of that jam, and we'll head to the bottom of the second. Julio Teheran, no hits. He does have a walk, but no hits.
Leading off for the Cubs, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And Schwarber will take strike 1. Julio Teheran looking for the strikeout, and Schwarber fouls it off. And Schwarber lays off a low ball. Gonna come at him with another curveball. And Schwarber takes it outside. 25 pitches already for Julio Teheran. And he'll get Schwarber to swing through that one. And he strikes him out.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And Zobrist will pop out, or not pop out, he'll foul it off. Didn't even give me the option to try to run over there. And he'll foul that one off to quickly get down 0-2. Julio Teheran looking for a second strikeout on the inning. And Zobrist lays off. And Zobrist is going to fly out to right fielder Andrew McCutchen. It's carrying, though, but McCutchen will get under it in the corner for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
And Addison Russell will take strike 1. Teheran, he'll take strike 2. Teheran getting ahead in these counts now. After a shaky first inning against the Cubs, Thames will catch it, and Julio Teheran out of the inning. Still no hits through 2 innings. He has 1 or 2 hits in his last 11 innings. And he'll try to repeat last outing today. Mookie Betts up a 2-run homer in the first.
Second baseman, Mookie Betts.
Okay, I thought I laid off of it so that it would swing the. I thought it was coming in, but that's all right. And Betts is gonna pop this one out to the center fielder for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And Kutchup with 1 out. And he'll take a low ball 1. And only going to be a low amount of pitches for John Lester through 2 2/3 innings.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Tim.
So John Lester looking at 25 pitches through 2 1/3 or 2 2/3, and he'll get that one in there for a strike against Thames. And Eric Thames swings through it. 0-2, and John Lester looking for the strikeout. Always a risky proposition to let Thames put it in play. And he'll catch the corner strikeout of Eric Thames. Caught him looking. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, Julio Teheran still not allowing a hit. John Lester up.
Leading off for the Cubs, pitcher, Sean Lester.
And Lester will look at strike 1. And ball 1 outside. And he'll swing away at that one. 1-2. Let's throw him the slider. And he'll ground a ball to the first baseman, but he is out easily.
Batting ninth, catcher, Miguel Montero.
An update of the National League Central. We went over this before this game, but Pirates and the Brewers tied atop the NL Central. Cardinals just half a game behind. And this early in the season, both the Cubs and the Reds still aren't too far behind. The 0-1 pitch, and he'll throw it up high. And another foul ball to make it 1-2. Julio Teheran looking for the strikeout. And it's a little high. The 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Julio Teheran, and he gets him to swing through it. Strikeout of Miguel Montero. John Jay up.
Now batting, center fielder, Sean Shea.
And he'll take strike one. And he'll swing on strike two. Julio Teheran trying to go 3 hitless innings. Looking for a fastball outside. And he'll get John Jay swinging. And Julio Teheran has pitched 3 scoreless innings. As we head to the top of the 4th. Gregory Polanco up.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the left fielder number 25, Gregory Polanco.
And, oh, a nice pitch by John Lester for strike number 1. And Polanco will foul that off. And Polanco gonna sky this one out for out number 1.
The batter, third baseman, David Freese.
David Freese up to face John Lester. And Freese will foul it off. And he'll dribble one. Lester looks like he'll be able to get there and throw him out.
The pitcher number 49, Julio Teheran.
So Julio Teheran up to face John Lester with 2 outs. Actually kind of happy because if he grounds out here, it's not a big deal. And he swings through strike 1. Should probably try to work John Lester's pitch count here, but that's not going to work because he's going to throw the pitcher strikes. And Teheran grounds one foul. And Teheran swings through it. John Lester out of the inning. Jason Hayward up.
Leading off the 4th inning, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And Jason Hayward will swing away at strike 1. Teheran with a bad pitch. Doesn't hit Hayward, so not too big of a deal. And he'll catch the corner for strike number 2. Throw a fastball low and away. And Hayward fouls it off. Go with another 2. Let's try a two-seam fastball low and away. And Hayward whiffs on it for out number 1. Hayward strikes out swinging.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
And Chris Bryant, the nemesis from the first at-bat. The only player to get on base for the Cubs. And he'll take ball 1. And he'll lay off a curveball that's low. And Chris Bryant has worked the count in his favor. And he'll take another ball. It's Chris Bryant looking to walk for the 2nd time in the game. And he will on a just barely high fastball. And Chris Bryant has walked twice.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And Rizzo back up. Looking to get a little offense going against Julio Teheran, but he is quickly down 0-2. And will take a curveball for a called strike 3, and Anthony Rizzo is out on strikes.
Now batting, fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And Kyle Schwarber on the first pitch will pop out to the catcher to end the inning. Julio Teheran, no-hitter through four. Gosh, I can't talk. Through four, Julio Teheran with a no-hitter. 2 walks to Chris Bryant are the only base runners for the Cubs. And Chris Stewart is up.
Pittsburgh, catcher, Chris Stewart.
And Chris Stewart's going to drive one to center field, but it will be caught easily for out number 1.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
And Starling Marte up. And Marte is going to sky one to the second baseman Ben Zobrist for out number 2.
The shortstop number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
And Bogart's up with 2 outs. And Bogart's gonna drive his first home run of the year on a low fastball. Xander Bogaerts drives his first solo home run to center field. On 2 outs, first pitch, Xander Bogaerts comes out swinging and crushes a 419-foot home run. As Xander Bogaerts absolutely crushes that baseball into the rain. And it will bring up Mookie Betts, who has the other home run in this game.
Mookie Betts.
And he will routine pop out to the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo, to end the inning. But Xander Bogaerts hits a solo home run with 2 outs on the first pitch, and the Pirates are now up 4-0.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And Ben Zobrist whiffs on the first pitch. And he'll look at ball 1. And it will be a routine dribbler and to Thames for out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell up to face Julio Teheran as someone other than Chris Bryant needs to get on base for the Cubs. Julio Teheran looking solid again today. Pitch count elevating a little high for maybe a complete game. But quick work of a couple of innings could change that. As Julio Teheran gets Addison Russell swinging to end the 5th inning.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher, Sean Lester.
Not to end the inning, to bring up the scoreboard to give us a look at today's game. 6 hits for the Pirates.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for the pitcher, Lester. Number 2, Tommy LaStella.
And Tommy LaStella will pinch hit for John Lester, who will exit the game after 5 innings and 4 earned runs. And LaStella quickly down 2-0, or 0-2. I always want to say 2-0. And he's going to fly this one to center. Starling Marte going back, and he will get it for out number 3 to end the inning. Tommy LaStella gave that one a ride, but Julio Teheran keeps his no-hitter through 5 innings. McCutchen, Thames, and Polanco up in the top of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 38, Mike Montgomery.
And so Mike Montgomery into the game to face Andrew McCutchen.
For Pittsburgh, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And McCutchen drives that one foul. And he will kind of line that one out to Chris Bryant.
First baseman number 7, Eric Tim.
And Thames in to face Mike Montgomery. And Montgomery leaves one over the plate, but Thames unable to make him pay for it a little bit early on the swing. And Thames unable to make him pay on that one. Nice into the zone. So quickly 0-2 for Eric Thames. Only 4 pitches for Mike Montgomery. And Thames will ground one to Ben Zobrist for out number 2. Zobrist to Rizzo, 2 down for Mike Montgomery.
The left fielder number 25, Gregory Polanco.
And Gregory Polanco up with 2 down. Last inning, Xander Bogaerts drove a 2-out homer, and Polanco will get on base as he will look for second but get back safe. So Polanco on base with 2 outs.
Third baseman, David Freese.
And David Freese up, but it is time to bring in a substitution of Bill Gosselin.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Pittsburgh, number 15, Bill Gosselin.
And Gregory Polanco back in safe. Oh, that was awful. Polanco got like a horrible jump there. But 7 hits for the Pirates, still up 4-0.
Attention, please. A defensive change for the Pirates. Now playing third base, number 15, Bill Gosselin.
Miguel Montero to face Julio Teheran.
Leading for the Cubs, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero trying to end the no-hitter for Julio Teheran. And he's down 1-2. Julio Teheran's pitches are elevating quickly. It will be close to whether or not he can pitch the full game as he strikes Miguel Montero out. That was pitch number 75.
Now batting, center fielder, Sean Shea.
Oh, and a ball called for John Jay. Julio Teheran, 76 pitches now. Will be interesting to keep an eye on his pitches to see where he ends up. Nearing that 9th inning, he's able to keep this streak going. But no, there is the hit into center. Oh my gosh, and I missed it. I thought Marte was just going to run up on it. So it's a double. Should be an error on Marte because I wasn't paying attention.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
So Jason Hayward in as Julio Teheran's no-hitter is gone. And Hayward is going to get a run on the board as John Jay will score. Julio Teheran gives up a run.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
And Chris Bryant swings through strike 1. And he'll look at strike 2. And he will drive a curveball back to the wall. And the man will go home. And Chris Bryant with an RBI double. And here come the Cubs. Anthony Rizzo up.
Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo looks at ball 1. takes strike one. I think if Julio Teheran gives up another run, I gotta pull him. As Teheran gets Anthony Rizzo looking for strike two, even count. Gets him swinging, Anthony Rizzo strikes out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And Schwarber takes strike one. And he swings through strike two. And he will foul off a curveball. Let's try a slider. And he'll take the slider, and it's a full... Oh, no, it's 2-2. Okay, I can throw him a one more curveball. And he'll take it. Strike three looking. Julio Teheran gets out of the inning. And preserves a 4-2 lead. But the Cubs get 3 hits that inning and plate 2. But Julio Teheran and the Pirates still have the lead 4-2. 3 more innings to go. Top of the 7th for the Pirates. Bill Gosselin back up. We got some changes to make.
Third baseman, Bill Gosselin.
Kyle Barraclough and Dylan Betances need to start warming up. Because that will be the end of Julio Teheran's day, because he's going to come up to hit here. And Gosselin, foul ball. And a ball from... I don't even know who's in the game now. Is it still Mike Montgomery? I think it's still Mike Montgomery. And Gosselin gets it in for a base hit. And Phil Gosselin is on in the top of the 7th.
The batter, pitcher, Julio Teheran.
And a pinch hitter. Actually, can I do a pinch hitter? Okay, I guess do a substitution. I feel like I haven't given a lot of these. Let's give Gift a pinch
Your
hit.
attention, please. Pinch hitting for the pitcher, Teheran, number 61.
Gift and Gopi. And Gift will foul this one off. And Gift will drive one for a base hit, as Gosselin will stay at second. 2 on, nobody out, and the catcher Chris Stewart will be up.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Stewart.
Gift and Gopi with a nice single. And the Pirates trying to put this one away. And Chris Stewart is going to fly out. Oh, and it gets down for a base hit, and everyone will be safe, as that should be scored an error.
The batter, center fielder, Starling Marte.
As somehow Chris Stewart finds a way to sneak this one down into the outfield. Can we watch a replay of that? Hey, oh, here we go. Replay. Replay. Okay, can I move with the ball? Okay, Gosselin runs back. Let's get this instant replay. How does this ball get down? Russell, just a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at how close that is as it gets down, and then it bounces over John Jay's head here. And that's how everyone is safe. Okay, options to X. There we go. Okay, Starling Marte, bases loaded. And Marte drives one. And they will tag. And coming home, he will get there. And they will not throw out Gift at third. I thought for sure, Bryant. I sent Gift. I sent everybody there to try and at least get the run home. But Marte gets them home on a sac fly to Kyle Schwarber. Xander Bogaerts on with up with one out. And he will swing. Almost a passed ball there, but Bogaerts swings at a bad ball one. Just trying to get a sac fly. And Bogaerts knocks this one foul. 0-2 now on Xander Bogaerts. And Xander Bogaerts will get a base hit down. And they will score another run for the Pirates as Xander Bogaerts with a one-out single will drive in a run to bring up Mookie Betts up. 2 on, 1 out. And Mookie swings through strike one. Mookie looking to put this game away. And he'll foul this one off, and he's down 0-2. (0-2), 1 out. And Mookie will take a ball 1 outside. And Mookie will pop out and they'll send everybody back. Fly out to John Jay, the center fielder, and that will give us 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And McCutchen up. And McCutchen swings at a ball 1. 0-1 to McCutchen with 2 outs. And McCutchen fouls that one off. 0-2 to McCutchen. And McCutchen is going to drive this one to right field. And it is not going to get down. A great catch from Jason Hayward. And that will end the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
And Kyle Barraclough will check into the game.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 46, Kyle Barraclough.
And Kyle Barraclough, through the 3 innings he's pitched, struck out 5 batters and is not allowed to run.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Kyle Barraclough actually hasn't even allowed a hit. He attacks Ben Zobrist with fastballs. And now we'll look to utilize the slider. And he'll get Ben Zobrist swinging. Kyle Barraclough with a great start to the year.
The batter, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
And on the first pitch, he'll get Russell to pop out to the catcher, Chris Stewart. Out number 2, and Kyle Barraclough making quick work of the Pirates, or of the Cubs.
Number 40, Wilson Contreras.
And Contreras will take strike 1 as the pinch hitter. And he'll foul it off for strike 2, and Kyle Barraclaw nice and ahead in the count. And a foul off from Contreras. And strike 3 on Wilson Contreras to end the inning. Kyle Barraclaw makes quick work of the Cubs.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 19, Koji Uehara.
And Koji Uehara into the game to face Eric Thames.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, first baseman, Eric Thames.
And Thames swings through strike 1. And Thames will pop this one up to the catcher. Oh no, it's going to be a pop to Rizzo as everybody comes in. And Thames is out for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Gregory Polanco.
And Gregory Polanco up to bat. And he will get one foul. And Polanco swings through that one for strike number 2. And Koji Uehara looking to make quick work of the first 2 batters. And Polanco's going to drive one to the... Or actually, it's not going to go to the gap. It's going to get down for a base hit for Gregory Polanco.
Now batting, third baseman, Bill Gosselin.
And Gosselin is going to pop out for out number 2. Now I'm definitely sending Polanco, but...
The pitcher number 46, Kyle Barraclaw.
Right, time to pinch hit with Ichiro.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki.
Oh, and he got Polanco. A nice throw by Koji Uehara. I didn't see it coming. I thought for sure he was going into his pitch. Polanco leading a little bit too much, trying to get that steal. And Miguel Montero up.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher, Miguel Montero. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 68, Dylan Betances.
And Dylan Betances into the game with his slurve. And Montero swinging away at a bad pitch from Dylan Betances. And he gets him swinging on strike 2. And now looking to utilize the cutter to get him out. And it will be a fouled off by Montero. Bottom of the 8th inning, Cubs trying to get a little bit of a rally going. Down 4 to the Pirates. Montero will foul that one off from Dylan Betances. Betances back to the slurve. And he gets him swinging there on a high slurve. And Montero strikes out swinging.
Now batting, center fielder, Sean Shea.
And Jay, with a little more plate discipline, takes ball 1. And Mookie Betts will get the easy ground out. Throw over to Eric Thames. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
And the 3-headed monster of Barraclaw, Betances, and Ozuna just closing people out.
What do you got?
He didn't go. Oh, and Hayward's going to pop out to the catcher. It's like the 3rd pop out of this game. Why does it keep happening in this game? But Hayward out, and that will end the inning as we go top of the 9th. Pinch hitter will have to be Coco Crisp.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Pittsburgh, number 10, Coco Crisp.
And just in case, I'm going to get Bastardo stretching and tossing. Just in case. And Coco Crisp will foul that one off. I guess the auto base running isn't a big deal if I just control it once they get on base. And Coco Crisp is going to line sharply out to Addison Russell.
Up next for Pittsburgh, catcher, Chris Stewart.
So Chris Stewart up, top of the ninth. And Chris Stewart will line out to Anthony Rizzo.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
And Starling Marte back up. And he'll chase strike one. Koji Uehara is still in the game trying to close out the Pirates here. Hold it at a 4-run game. And Marte, though, will get on. A single from Starling Marte. And he will be looking to run.
Shortstop number 2, Sander Bogaerts.
Oh my gosh, dude. That throw over is elite. Usually I'm able to take a little bit of a lead. Like one click of the left bumper lead. Oh god.
Third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Nope. I'm not about to pitch with Coco Crisp. Take your base. Take your base, Brian. I accidentally clicked the button. You take your base for your third walk of the game. I'm not about to have that happen.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 54, Roberto Osuna.
And Osuna into the game to face Rizzo. After a forced intentional walk after Coco Crisp accidentally threw a pitch. And strike one to Anthony Rizzo. Throw him the slurve. And strike two to Anthony Rizzo. And it will be a pop out to Mookie Betts for Anthony Rizzo. And they'll throw it over to Thames for fun. One down, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And Schwarber will take strike one from Roberto Osuna. Hit him with the slurve. And he'll take the slurve for strike number two. And he'll swing through strike three onto Kyle Schwarber. Two down for Roberto Osuna. Ben Zobrist up.
Second baseman number 18, and Zobrist.
And a pitch way outside from Osuna. There is strike number one to Ben Zobrist. And he'll get a swinging strike for strike number two. Gonna look to get him out with the slurve inside. And they will do it. An easy ground out, Bogaerts to Thames, and that'll do it. Pirates down the Cubs 6-2. On two home runs, one from Bogaerts and one from Mookie Betts. As the Pirates once again beat a team 2-1. Every series this year, we've been 2-1 against every team we've played. 2-1 against the Red Sox to open up, 2-1 against the Braves, 2-1 against the Reds, and now 2-1 against against the Cubs. Roberto Ozuna closes out the game. Julio Teheran improves to 3-0. 6-2 is the final score. 13 hits to 3. All 3 hits coming in that bottom of the 6th inning where Julio Teheran lost his no-hitter. Player of the game is Julio Teheran, who goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Chris Bryant goes 1 for 1 and gets walked 3 times. Gets walked twice by Julio Teheran and then gets intentionally walked by Coco Crisp to start the bottom of the 9th. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. It was a fun episode against the Cubs. Went about as I expected. I was thinking 1-2, 2-1. I was not thinking we'd sweep the Cubs, but I am happy with the 2-1 performance against the Cubs. I know the Cubs are going to turn it around here, so we do want to get these games up on them while we can. 8-4 to the Cubs, 5-7. We should actually have the lead in the division now, I think. How do you look at that? League. Here we go. Standings. Yes, we do have the lead by a half a game over the Brewers. We take on the St. Louis Cardinals next. Help our record against them. We will probably be taking on maybe Lance Lynn. Probably be taking on Lance Lynn in the next episode. But guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys in the next episode of the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. Peace out.